Welcome to the advanced course on Aerodrome Visual Aids, focusing on apron visual aids and specifically, apron markings for vehicles. In this section, we will explore the markings on the apron that ensure the safe movement of vehicles and equipment, including those at aircraft stands and on apron service roads. On completion of this section, you will be able to identify and accurately interpret the meaning of the markings commonly found on apron, at aircraft stands and on apron roads. Aprons are busy and crowded spaces. The number of vehicles and equipment and the complexity of operations make it difficult for apron control or ATC to control movement. The potential for accidents is high. Airports must clearly define the areas intended for use by vehicles and equipment. Apron markings help to guide vehicles and equipment operators and keep them at a safe distance from aircraft. Apron control personnel carry out checks and inspections to ensure compliance. Vehicle and equipment operators must always remain alert. Also, they are required to know what the various markings on the apron indicate and follow them accordingly. Let's take a closer look at the various markings found at the aircraft stand. The stand safety line creates a safe boundary around aircraft at the stand. It depicts the area that must remain free of staff, vehicles and equipment when an aircraft is taxiing or being towed into position and when it has started its engines in preparation for departure. Keeping this area clear is important to prevent collisions and to protect those on the ground from the dangers posed by aircraft engine and propellers. Only when all aircraft engines are shut down and the anti-collision lights are switched off may vehicles cross the line to service the aircraft. The size of the safety area depends on the type of aircraft using the stand. Marking colors may vary from airport to airport. The stand safety line is generally marked with a single continuous red line, which may be highlighted or bordered by two yellow or white lines. White, with or without a black outline, is also commonly used. Stand dividing line. The stand dividing line divides parking positions on a multiple aircraft type parking stand. It is typically a broken red line. Some airports have an inter-stand clearway between aircraft stands, which indicates a safe route for vehicles to travel between the front and rear of the stand. Inter-stand clearways are also important to provide unobstructed access for emergency vehicles. Inter-stand clearways are marked with a sawtooth, white line on each side. Vehicles and equipment must not be parked or left unattended on the inter-stand clearways. Equipment parking and staging areas. Equipment parking areas are designated zones where vehicles and equipment can be safely parked, also known as equipment storage areas. It is recommended that equipment parking or storage areas are marked with a continuous single white line, although airports may use other colors, such as red, to mark out equipment parking and staging areas. Several methods can be used to identify which side of the safety line is safe for storage of vehicles and equipment. For example, at some airports, equipment limit is painted on the side used by ground equipment and readable from that side. At others, an additional line is used to indicate the side vehicles and equipment can be parked on. Some airports may also mark out restricted standby areas, commonly known as equipment staging areas. These areas can be used to pre-position or stage equipment and vehicles prior to an aircraft's arrival. Equipment clearance may be marked on the side where vehicles or equipment can be staged. The maximum height for vehicles and or equipment that can be staged in the area during aircraft operations may also be painted on the ground. Let's review more markings found at the aircraft stand. Tractor pushback and parking position markings. Aircraft stands may feature guidelines to aid tractor drivers when pushing back an aircraft from a stand. The tractor pushback line is generally a single broken white line which assists the driver to align the aircraft correctly during pushback. A transverse bar indicates the position where the aircraft's nose wheel is to be stopped, prior to it being disconnected from the tractor. At some airports, tug drivers use aircraft lead-in lines for guidance when pushing the aircraft back out of the stand. Parking position markings ensure tugs are clear of incoming aircraft. No parking areas. A no parking area for vehicles is indicated by red hatching within a red border. An example of a no parking area is an airbridge clearance zone, which must be kept clear of equipment and vehicles to facilitate the safe movement of the airbridge. Wheel position markings for air bridges consist of a circle or square, denoting the safe position to locate the air bridge. Underground service markings. It is recommended that the location of service openings for all underground services is marked in red. Any above-ground projection, such as a lift-up hydrant connection system, should also be painted red. Vehicles or equipment should not be parked over these openings. Pedestrian pathways are marked to provide a safe walking corridor for pedestrians that is clear of hazards. Vehicles and GSE must not be parked on this walkway. These pathways may vary in color and are often marked with white outer lines and zebra hatchings. Safety cones may also be used to denote pedestrian areas. It is important to mark roads on apron areas to keep vehicle traffic clear of aircraft and taxiways and minimize the risk of accidents occurring. Apron service roads are marked by a single continuous white line on each side and a broken white line in the center. Service roads near to aircraft parking stands may have stand identification markings to help drivers recognize they are near a parking stand. Stop lines are also placed on service roads to require vehicles to stop at the limit of a parking stand. This is for the safe movement of the aircraft. Pedestrian crossing will vary depending on national roadway marking regulations, but are commonly denoted by a set of white parallel bars. Service roads on aprons are limited to vehicle activity and are marked with double white lines adjacent to taxiways. These lines indicate, "Do not cross," without proper authorization, and drivers must not drive over these lines without the appropriate authorization. When a service road crosses a taxiway or taxi lane, the edge of the road is marked with a white zipper pattern for clear demarcation. There may also be a sign indicating that vehicles are required to give way or stop, and a vehicle give way or stop line located a safe distance. Drivers must check for aircraft before crossing a taxiway or taxi lane. If aircraft are near, approaching, crossing or about to cross a live taxiway crossing, drivers must stop and give way until the aircraft has passed and it is safe to continue. Service roads provide the safest routes around the apron. Drivers should use marked roads and avoid shortcuts across the apron. Let's discuss some questions to reinforce our understanding. Markings for vehicles, equipment, and pedestrians should be yellow to differentiate from aircraft guidelines. True or false? The correct answer is false. Markings for vehicles, equipment, and pedestrians should not necessarily be yellow. Here are some additional tips for you. Standby area. An area used to pre-position or stage equipment and vehicles prior to an aircraft's arrival. Equipment storage areas. A designated area where vehicles and equipment can be safely parked. Stand safety line. Depict the area that must remain free of people, vehicles and equipment when aircraft are entering the stand or have started their engines in preparation for departure. Can you park within an air bridge clearance zone? Choose the correct answer. The correct answer is no, not at any time. Parking within an air bridge clearance zone is not allowed. What should you do when approaching a live taxiway crossing on an apron service road? Choose the correct answer. The correct answer is to check for aircraft and give way if an aircraft is approaching, crossing, or about to cross. This concludes this section. In the next section, we will learn about apron signs. See you then.